not much of a recap to give. Uh, that we got Molokov out of the armor. Uh, that both had a benefit and a boon and a con. Um, and we raided the Duke's room, finding some magical items and some gold yet to be identified. Um, Slaying one of the Hellhounds, though, and coming around the corner, we have got into this room of the center of the forge. And there is a large suit of adamantine armor fit for a giant sitting towards the southeast of the room. There is a forge that occasionally hums and glows, and the runes on it give off some sort of energy which seems to imitate itself onto the armor as well. On the far side, we have Duke Zelto standing in all his glory, his battle armor on, and two smaller yet still ferocious hellhounds on chain leashes standing in front of him. And then behind him, a dwarf unconscious on a table with a yellow cloaked, masked figure standing, looming over him with an arm reached out, but instead of an arm, it is tentacles that are attached to his head. The Duke kind of triumphantly belted out or something, soon the information will be ours and we can get this to work. And they have not noticed you as of yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for an initiative roll as we go to attempt to do this. Keep in mind all the items you've picked up. Check your inventory, check your spells, stuff like that, because looking into this room, you feel like mistakes could be lethal. Let's roll for initiative.
Fill us with confidence.
Hey, you can't see I'm not a generous GM. Let's do all of your rolls. Actually, yeah, if you can, fill it in yourself, and I'll roll for the creatures. So the Hellhounds get a 17. Duke gets a 12. All right. Nicely spread. So, you're not necessarily in combat yet, or I should say, yeah, the Duke has not noticed that there are people standing just around the corner of where he has probably clearly sent his first Hellhound to go and investigate. It did have 42 in its mouth. You're not sure of the interaction that was had when 42 came back into this room, but Molokov, you're up first. And I'd like to know what you want to do. Obviously, these turns are a little bit more loose. You can have some conversations. You can kind of make a plan. Your free action can be a little bit longer in these turns.
Yeah.
But I will say as well that this guy looks aggressive. I'm not gonna fool you into saying you can walk up to him and be like, "Hey, buddy, how you going?" Like he's riled up. He's obviously in communication with this person behind him. They look like they're ready to do something.
Sort of look back and I guess, do you want me to charge in or?
I don't know if that singular approach is what we need. Do we have some sort of plan? Is there any way we can
I had one idea.
Is there any
Do
way
tell.
that any of us? Oh yes.
Well, there are quite a few of them, and that is a big open room. If we shoot a little from here, we can draw them into a more restricted area. Reese, this thing that that platform like that, it's like you could just step onto it, right? That's the lift. You can just step on. It's not like it's high up at all.
No, like maybe like an inch or something to show
Yeah,
that it is
cool,
a
cool.
separate platform. And looking at the contraptions and probably through Ghost and Molotov as well. Like you pull that lever and that platform's going to go up through the tunnel.
Yep. Well, we could draw some of them here, and it looks like just over that magma pool might be the door through the other side. So it's possible that we shoot a few times, draw a few of them out, and then perhaps Jalou, you might like to be on the other side to get across. Because I feel if we draw enough of them out, they might just kill your mark. Split the party, but still be in the same fight.
Wait, so you're saying Jalou go up towards
Jalou
the
and
fire?
someone. Maybe Hera, maybe Ghost. But I think we should have
Run
one
around
heavy
and-
hitter on either side at least. Basically, I'm suggesting if half the group goes up here to come through that door.
Spread the eyes.
Yeah,
that's-
and what we
Oh,
do
it goes,
is we
goes
shoot.
right the way
Incredible.
around.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah,
out
not a
and
terrible
around,
idea.
and then the people standing next to the lift shoot a few times with things, some spells, or whatever it is, some cantrip, like nothing big. Draw them across to us,
And then,
and
we
then
can
the other group can
from
come into the back end.
the other
And
side.
yeah,
Yeah, sure. Because I can. Because
Wasn't
what's
that
the
door locked?
re-
was it locked? I'm pretty sure I looked at it.
Yeah,
Wasn't that the one with the 4 prongs?
That was the one with the 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the?
Well, why
what's
don't
the
you
distance
go
between
up- you could
Jalug
try
and
and
Big
unlock
Fella?
it.
Sorry, Dale, go first.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, as Ben Puck, why don't you try to the door and you use your tools to unlock it?
I think last thing we said was that all 4 have to be clicked over at the same time, and we can't even use the 3-prong key and let me do the 4th
Right.
power.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha,
essentially,
sorry.
it's unpickable without the key,
Yeah.
which we don't have. Okay, well then never mind my plan.
Uh.
The other thing we could do then instead of that is to try and sneak, at least get a couple people kind of around something. But I don't know if that's actually even going to help. But my suggestion of kiting them a little bit stands.
I don't think it's a terrible idea if you want to go up, sneak your way up to where those. Sorry, what are those things either side of the magma orb?
Yeah, okay, so that's probably worth mentioning as well. And I'm going to get a roll for this as well. But those are the towers that are holding the chains that are going. So we have one line of chains going this way.
Oh.
And then down south, we've got the chains coming out of this side and heading west.
Can I draw some marks like?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Why is that not working?
I can do it as well.
Otherwise-
So yeah, like,
Sorry, chains going between them. Chains going to the armor. Ah, yeah, gotcha.
The chains holding
the
the
carts.
containers with zombies. Zombie.
Makes sense. Yep.
Is that right, Reese? Like the arrows I've drawn?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dale, can I get a D4 roll from you, please?
D4. That's a 1.
That's brilliant.
And I guess the last thing we're looking at, Reese, these little fire pit chain things.
So they're just scenery. I mean, they're maybe pillars with fire on top, but you can stand on them freely. That's fine.
Yep.
They're
And
just the
these other things, I
chains
guess, are
holding
pillars
the
as well.
armor together. Yeah, those are just those are full floor to roof pillars.
Yep. And the roof is quite tall, I understand.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So yeah, I don't know. I guess my suggestion is do we try and kite them? I guess the risk of that is potentially that leaves the dwarf way down the back, and depends if the evil guy is going to like do anything to him or he's going to try and come and join the combat.
I'll give you
I
one
think-
thing, Jed. I'll give you one thing. Give me a perception check.
That is a natural 20 for a perception of 28.
Sure. This
I
door,
wish it was in combat, but
this door, can 100% be opened from this side. No worries.
okay.
If that helps.
Yeah.
We could still do a similar plan to you. It looks like the wall goes south down past where the armor is. If perhaps one or two of us could sneak down that way, and then, I mean, they seem to be distracted at the moment with whatever they're doing. Perhaps if we can sneak down to one of those towers, and then you start your plan, distract some of them. They will not be expecting us to already be in the room. Depending on who goes.
I think I don't know. Like from a tactical standpoint, I like the idea of corralling them a little bit if we can, but we might not really be able to. So whatever. I'm happy to go and try and unlock that door for you.
Yeah, because
Jalug, if you want, I can try and sneak through and get it unlocked. If it fails, then combat starts. Everyone's charges in this way anyway. But I have the horn of silent alarm. So if you want to go around to the other side of that door, if you hear me toot the horn, you're gonna waste like 3 turns, but you can get all the way around back again.
Yeah.
in.
Do you have a fast way to travel at all?
Yeah, I run.
The other option is you don't go until I have it unlocked.
I think you give away your position if you do.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
All right, or you're just
I
gonna
like
go
that
around, or you're
idea.
trying to kite.
I
them.
like that idea of going around, of sort of being able to come in the angle. I think that's quite good.
You just have to get there. Someone has to get there.
I'm probably our best bet. I am pretty good at hiding. Or do you want to, maybe Jalug, if you wait here, I will sound the horn once, and that'll tell you to go around to that door. And if you hear it again, it's gone wrong. You need to come back to this entrance where we are now.
Yeah, all right, I'll do that. I'll move. I guess just I'll switch to the back just so I'm at least there.
Mhm.
And so, what you reckon? That's like about 3 goes to get there.
I haven't actually counted it up, but like, depend. I mean, like, if we don't initiate combat, then
I was going to say,
If-
should we lean into? It's very fitting at the moment because Jed's playing Baldur's Gate. If we do it that like Jalug is not in the initiative order, like if you want to forego your turn this time, you can be round at that door. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah. That's
rather than doing 3 turns of movement through nothing.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Also, Jed's just fought in the forge with the Dark Elf and the lava and is just as frustrated as
yeah.
us.
Oh,
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
Fighting Grim was actually relatively easy. It's a bit annoying trying to make sure he goes in the lava but then doesn't hit you and kill you. But the stupid
Yeah.
Dark Elf fight is insane.
Yeah, that was pretty. I think that took us a few tries.
Took us ages.
We definitely didn't get it on the first one.
No. But anyways, yeah, you can. I'll say like you forego your turn for a round, and you can be round by that door because you can just kind of sprint there while everyone else is actioning.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
Do you want
So
company?
we're all holding.
If you're happy to.
It might be
Yep.
better if it's just one of us as a bit more of a surprise.
Well, I'll be over there anyway. And then it'll be the two of us there
suppose-
to pop out.
Alright, I'll stay here then.
All right.
Just,
I'll stay here.
All right, GM, I am going to come forward and try and sneak around sort of, up the back here and along.
Yeah. So, one, are you doing anything to aid yourself in this movement?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
I'm just sneaky. I don't think I have anything that helps me.
Sure.
I can. I'll give it a young tap on the shoulder and cast guidance.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice. So,
I also I mean, if you want, you could have a sip of this, make you get there a little faster. If you want a haptics haste potion, I have 2 changes left still.
That would be. I mean, how long does that last? Does it last 10
It's
turns
just
or
a
something?
haste.
It's a haste that lasts
That's
a
a good
minute.
Like, yeah.
question, actually.
10 rounds, and then
It's-
you have to spend 1 round in a stupor.
Yeah, that's a bit of a kick after about
10
a minute.
rounds.
But
10 rounds is a lot of time.
It is a lot of time.
I'm willing to risk it for haste, considering that then means I can attack twice every round, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
okay,
Right.
here you go.
I will take a haste
Oh,
potion.
no, you can drink it yourself. Don't drink the whole thing, my lord.
Double hasted.
Reese, the only other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to eat some magic time, I think, as I go.
Very nice. 2 seconds. While we're doing that, Puck, can you give me your stealth check? And it's going to firstly be against the dog's smell.
It's a natural 1, so I'll re-roll that because I am lucky. Which is good because I rolled my D4 and I got a 4 on that, which is nice.
Nice.
All right, so that's a 15 on the dice plus 4, so that's a 19 plus stealth is plus 11. So that's just a cool 30.
Sure. Hold on to that for a second. As you're running round to this this other door, not to take away from your moment, Puck, but Jalou, you're kind of sprinting around, and as you do, you reach into your pocket and go, may as well, no time like now, and eat some of this time. Time gives the ability score of strength. The creature has advantage on ability checks and saving throws against illusions and being frightened. In addition, it cannot be targeted by the dream spell or any similar magic. Which will be good to remember. So that lasts for 24
So important to
hours.
remember. Do you mind repeating?
Yes.
I got half of it.
So, strength of the mind. The creature has advantage on ability checks and saving throws against illusions and being frightened.
Okay.
In addition, it cannot be targeted by the dream spell or similar magic.
Great. Awesome.
Puck, I don't even think they can get that high, but let me just have a look.
Everybody can get that high.
They they get a +5, so if I get a natural 20, that'll be a 25, and I don't. So you can tell that the dogs are on edge. They're keen. They're looking out for something, but you manage to stick to the wall and move up and around.
Should I move my movement speed? Is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, how far away is it? Let's say it takes 2 rounds to get there.
Okay, because I think I can move to there, dash to there, and then I can speed dash to there, and then I can
hasted dash.
get myself to there.
Okay, so is that just 1 round?
That's 1 round with
Sure.
dash, bonus
Yep.
action, and then another dash, and then normal movement.
Sure. So what I'm going to say is you're going to get there. Jalou,
Yep.
you can place yourself on the other side of the door as well. Let's see if anyone else wants to do anything. And that's 1 round off your haste. And then the next turn, you can push the door open as your action. So is anyone else doing anything in this time?
I would just be waiting, thinking about how long is it going to take him to get over there, and then this little fucking shady dart just running across the room, and I go, oh fuck, he's already there. I'm gonna cast message to Puck and I'm going to say, we will get ourselves ready. Reply to this message when the door is unlocked, and we will start distracting? Question mark. You can reply to this message.
All right.
But I did say to wait to reply until the door was unlocked.
Till the door was unlocked. All right. The Duke, leans forward and goes, "Oh, surely the secrets can't be that deep in his brain. What do I do?" And the dogs kind of pull and yank at the chains. There's no response from the hooded figure, but we come back. I'm going to say we're in this round now. So, Molokov, you're first. Puck, you are up next after a couple of people. But now we're in this round and we're doing things. So you can hold Molokov, you can do whatever. One round has passed, but now you're up first. Knowing that Puck is going to push this door open this round. Or assuming he is going to.
That's right. He doesn't have to pick it or anything from the side.
Correct.
Already. Right. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I guess start distraction. Molokov would have been, as we were sort of waiting for everything to get sorted, would have had this device in his hand. He would have clicked a few things and it would have started sparking up, and then would have pulled open a slot on his mechanical arm, and as he sees Puck reach the door, shoves it in and energy pulses through, and I'm using my own haste attachment.
Woo-hoo.
And I will. Yeah, it's I guess like a haste potion, and that it just casts haste.
Yep.
I can't even remember where I found it, but ripped it off of some mechanical device, and I suppose I've got action, normal movement. So
Your movement is
can
doubled.
Movement is doubled as well.
Yeah, all your
Gotcha.
movement, including your. So I just read through it then. I think I theoretically, it doesn't matter race. I'm very happy for how it's going, but
Yeah.
I think theoretically I actually could have got there and opened the door.
Sure.
It's stupid, but let's leave it how it is. But all of your movement is doubled, and you can only use
AC
it
plus 2,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge.
advantage on deck saves.
Tell you what, you can do the door
Cool,
on
cool,
bonus then this turn.
Sure.
Gotcha. Okay. Can someone give me a ruler straight across the room to the big fella in the middle?
Yep.
Oh, mine's hidden, but it's like 120.
Thank you.
125 feet.
130, 100. Okay. So with my extra dash, I could pretty much reach him, or at least reach the dogs.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I'm going to do
Reese,
that. I think I'm
your
gonna get
maps
to
are too big.
No, so I think I will use I'll use the extra action to, because I assume it was bonus action to use that.
Yep.
I'll use extra action to dash, and I'll move. I think it's only like 100 feet if I want to come to here.
So 100 feet is here.
Perfect, except I'll go probably like 1 square down.
Yep, so that'll put you back 1.
Yep, sweet, perfect. I can move 120. It's fine, but yeah, no, that's fine. And as he's sort of charging in, he releases another pin on his belt, and the smoky figures of Molokov start charging in alongside him. And I will cast Mirror Image again. And yeah, 4 Molokovs charge in, shield up. And that'll be all of my actions.
Nice. As you sprint into this room, and as you do, you almost feel the size of the room around you. You know, the ceiling's quite high. You see these chains with these carts on either side. As you run in, and almost kind of like one of those forced perspective videos, as you zoom in, he almost seems to just start looming above you, and you realize how big this fire giant is. His beard hanging off his armor, it's kind of gleaming in the firelight. You feel the heat from the side of the forge come in as you know in the back of your head that this room could be cooler if certain mechanics were working throughout the forge. And you do that as the dogs yank on their chains and face towards this thing that is sprinting full force at them. We're going to bypass the turn as you just see in the background the tentacles almost pulse a little bit. We won't detail what's going on there just yet, but the two dogs yank at the chains and Zelto lets go and goes, "Sick 'em, boys!" As both hellhounds are going to run in towards you. And they're going to go for some attacks.
22 to beat now.
So their bites. So because they are into you together, they are going to use their pack tactics and get advantage. So first hit, or first bite. That is a 8 and a 2, which won't hit. And then the second hellhound will come in for a bite. I kid you not, there is a 1 and a 20.
Oh,
So the natural 20
nice,
plus 5
nice.
will hit. And that is a 16.
well. No, actually, sorry. It might not.
20, natural 20 on a 25.
No, but it
Oh, cool, because of the...
it goes in and doesn't matter what the damage is, it bites through smoke and yeah.
And one of the things disappears. You see it like
Yep.
absolutely just
Down to
rip
3.
into this thing, and although they are small, they could definitely pack a punch. As I don't think anyone got hit by the hellhound last time. As it rips through the smoke and is confused for a second before it takes its stance again. And that leads us to Puck as you go to lean up against the store. What are you doing?
So it's just a push.
It is. You just push it. Or like there's a lock or something on it, but you just pull it down and push.
Yeah,
and...
I'm not too concerned with being like super silent at this point because there's already a fight kicking off. Like I don't want them to know we're here, but I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna be really careful. Like I'll just push it, like lift it, pop it open, give him a nod, and say it started. And then I'm going to move. Probably going to go down to like, hang on, what's the measurement for that distance there? Yep, it's still okay. Oh, actually, no, I'll go a bit closer. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go down to there. And I'm going to... Now, because they don't know I'm there, do I have advantage on this attack?
Zalto or the dogs? I'm going to...
Well, Zalto.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a perception check because he's aware that people are rushing into the room here. What's that going to go up against? Yeah, do
Roll a new stealth.
Do a new stealth, but it's not like an action or anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty low. I think you'll get it.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 plus 11.
That's fine. He doesn't know you're there, so advantage is on your side.
Great. I'm going to shoot him with my hand crossbow.
Yep, go for it.
It's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
All right, and I'm going to pump a sneak attack into that.
Mm-hmm.
That is 23 points of piercing damage.
3 points of piercing damage. It all gets through.
I did 23, just making sure.
23?
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my last charge of Whales from the Grave. Which means that... Which one do I want to do? They're all close enough. I might do... I'm going to do it onto the guy with the mask. That's 2d6 necrotic.
Sure.
Which is... 3.
As the
2 and
bolt,
1.
hits into the Duke, and he kind of like tries to look around to see where it's come from. That green energy whips out to the hooded figure. and you see her kind of just like react to it.
I probably don't see from where I am, but
Possibly
it's
not.
all good. I don't have to see. It's just close. It's just an enemy nearby. And then with the last part of my movement, I'm going to tuck myself back in here and get cover.
Sure. All right, Ghost.
Ooh-wee.
I'm sorry. I just realized I'm hasted. I have another action.
You absolutely do.
Sorry. Yes, because I forgot it was a bonus. We changed it to a bonus action
Yep.
for opening the door. So I'll shoot again.
Yep.
I will shoot. This time I'm going to shoot the top hellhound next to Molokov.
Yep.
Would that be the same at it? Or I guess it's within next to an ally, so it doesn't matter. Or I guess is it at advantage because it also doesn't know I'm there?
Yeah.
It does matter because I get to roll an extra dice. So that's a 22 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then that's just one die. Only 7 points of piercing.
7 points of piercing. This arrow kind of finds its place a little bit deeper into this one. You can tell that it hurt it a bit more.
Yeah. Cool. And then yes, I'll do what I said before. Sorry. That's my
Hide
turn.
behind. Nice. Okay, cool. Ghost, you're up. Jalou,
Wonderful.
you're on your way up after the giant.
I will take off running on Envy's back with the pistol pulled out. We're just going to go as far as we can, which is about there in the direction of behind the armor. And
Yep.
as I go, I'm going to take 2 pot shots at this hellhound here,
Nice.
which I believe is outside of my short range. Yeah. So this will be a disadvantage.
Go for it.
Plus actions. Plus 7. So 18 for the first shot
That will hit. Yes, that'll hit.
and 18 for the second shot. Two
Nice.
11s. 1d10. That is 9 points of force damage for the first shot. And 14 points of force damage for the second
Ooh.
shot.
Solid shots.
And that will be all. I don't have haste, unlike 2 members of my party. I'm not going to do a billion things.
No need to
But
worry.
I've just, as I take the shots, I've got my eyes fixed on the golden masked woman towards the back of the room.
Sure. Alright, that brings us to the Duke's turn. As he's kind of going to pick this little crossbow out that managed to find its way in between his armor and look around at his dogs attacking the tabaxi, and he can't quite see where you've gone, Puck, but can see that definitely things are happening in the room. He'll turn around and he goes, "Ugh. Oh, patience is running thin. Let's give it a whirl." And he's going to move his 40 feet here and end his turn. Jalou, you're up.
I am going to move, and also am not hasted. So I'm going to, basically run just still around the corner, like so. I'm not. I guess hidden, but like I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Yep.
Just so that because I think my objective is I'm going for the other side. So I'm sort of just, I feel like I could get just a little bit further, but then like, no, I'm going to, quickly assess the situation. So Jaluke's basically going to use his action to also run down to that space. And yeah, I think actually this doesn't look overly good. So I'm going to bonus action down that potion of invulnerability that I took.
Nice.
And that's me.
Cool. Hera, you're up.
Okay. Fantastic. Everybody ran away. Okay. Uh, fuck. I can only get to. There. I suppose I can use my feline agility. Speed. I will. Yeah, I'll use.
Is the light like
I'll use my feline agility and run at another 30 feet. And seeing what his plan is. Yeah, I'm gonna run. And I'm down there, sort of glance past and see what's happening in the background to the dwarf. Whisper to myself, but almost to the lady and or the thing in the mask. You're not the only one that can play tricks on the minds. And I'm going to cast Was Fair on the giant.
All's fair on the giant.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What is that?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that
Yes.
is a 2 on the dice for a total of 5.
That's a failure. So I will sort of stand close towards the armor and I'll reach my hand out and this sort of green energy will come wrapping around from my hand and from the armor these sort of tentacles start springing out from the chest and like from the eye holes.
I love it. I love it.
He can't come any closer to me.
He can't move closer to you. And almost interesting as well, he kind of almost stops in his tracks and sees this illusory tentacles around the armor, you said, or yourself?
Well, it's sort of spreading off of me, but I'm trying to
Yep.
actually make him scared of the armor.
Yeah. And you see him almost like hesitate for a second, and he kind of like checks behind him as well, and he's definitely afraid to move towards this armor. Good move, solid move.
But I do a little dookie in my pants. It's just fucking giant. Right.
As you do that, your ears kind of prick up, and you hear a skittering coming from the south, as you see about 10 or 15 kobolds scrambling out of the hole where the carts are coming out of. Ah, it's disgusting! It's disgusting! Run! Before following through and dropping down to the floor, a zombie yak man comes falling down and starts moving out. You can add his turn onto the end of yours down here.
Oh, fantastic.
Guys.
Oh, look at your friend. Look at you go. I'm gonna have to bring up the zombie stats. I think he has.
I can imagine that there's like a little side movie at the end of this whole dungeon experience of just what the yak went through, like incredibly lucky to miss dying again a billion
It's a post-credit
times.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the DVD bonus extra.
I'll just move them 30 feet over to there.
Yeah.
And I'll start googling antique zombies.
Sure. Molokov, you're up. You got hounds on your feet.
Sure do. God, I love how much shit changes in just like one turn.
Yes.
Like I had
Yes.
like my plans changed like 3 times already.
Just also quickly, Puck,
Okay.
can you just keep track of your haste things? So
I will do the same as well. And now on round 2 of it. For me. Right. No, so seeing how Hera's at least put a band-aid on that situation, because I was very worried about him running into the armor. I'm gonna hope she's got it under control for a minute, and Molokov raises his arm and just punches the ground, and I'm gonna cast a Thunder Wave on these two fellas in front of me.
Nice.
So I believe that's... Hang on, I just had that up. That's not spells. Con saves.
Con saves. One on the north is a 17. One on the south
He will... Yep.
is
Save.
a 12.
So he will fail. So the one in... Well, hang on. So the one in the north takes 5 points of thunder damage. The one to the south takes 10 and is flung 10 feet.
Just away from you?
Just away from me, I guess, yeah. Right, so that was first action. What's the distance between me and the dwarf and the tentacle lady?
70 feet.
I'm just standing by this. Oh, you mean the other tentacle lady?
70 to both.
How far is it from Jalug to there as well? Sorry.
About
Just so I can... Ah, yeah, nice. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to use my other action to disengage
Yep.
from this fella. You know what? Nah, I'm going to use my action to punch him.
All right. Stick
Why
true.
not?
Stick true.
It's a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit. Yes.
Bruh. So he will take... Oh, fucking nice. 12 points of thunder damage.
Nice. Big clock to the jaw of one of these heads.
And almost, I know he's still going to take it, but almost is like trying to use that as a distraction, sort of back away and start running off.
Sure. He's definitely going to bite at you.
Yep.
No advantage from pack tactics. It's going to be a 15 to hit, which I believe does not.
That will. Absolutely not. And I will move my 60 feet as close as that gets me to like the bottom of those. Yeah, I'm heading towards the dwarf and the lady.
So 60 gets you there?
Yeah. But if I can, I'll go to the one south.
Yep.
Just to give Jalug a bit of room if he wants to hop on in there.
Sure. Nice. I like. All right.
So that's all.
As you run into the doorway, you see this hooded figure. Only stands about as tall as you, if not a little bit shorter. You can tell that she is not strong of build or anything. The cloak does cover up quite a lot. The hood is up, the mask is on. And yeah, out of one of the arms, almost like you had your mechanical arm in replacement, there she has these tentacles coming out, and it kind of just off-puts you for a second before the mask turns slightly to you, and I would like you to make a wisdom save, please.
Was that minus D6 just for abilities, or was that saves as well?
Let me bring it up. I think it is both.
It's not going to matter. That's a natural 4.
Ability checks or attack rolls, so not saves.
Oh, sorry. So I'll keep that in mind for attack rolls. My apologies.
That's all right. That is going to be a fail anyway.
Yeah.
And boss fights equal too many tabs. Almost as if you feel a grin from beside her, and you hear something in your head, a whisper of sorts.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to send you a message.
Ruh-roh.
You hear this. With that failed wisdom saving throw. And we're going to move to the dogs. And the dogs will almost turn on the heels and they're going to run up to Jalug. One is, and the other is going to run unafraid. Action dash to Hera. As it kind of like starts growling at it as the Duke still was like, there, and starts pointing. So the one at Jalug is going to make its attacks, not at advantage. Not great, it's a 9 to hit. Just starts snapping at you. But that will take us around to Puck.
Puck, after watching Molokov disappear, is like, no. But fortunately, someone else has moved into close combat with the thing, so I can get advantage. So I can get my sneak attack damage. I'm going to charge in with my rapier and stab this guy.
Okay.
It's a 15 on the dice plus 8, so 28. Yeah, 23 to
Yep.
hit. And then I will put sneak attack in.
Sure.
So that is 21 points of piercing.
Ooh. 21 points of piercing is just enough to kill this thing as you stab up through its maw. Anything else you want to do? Both heads are still yapping at Jalug. Any flourish you want to put on it?
Oh, sorry. I was like, sorry, for a second, I was like, wait, is it dead or not? I'm so
No,
confused.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to take the description away from you.
No,
I got carried away.
that's good. Thank you. I was so confused. No, I think Puck basically just runs in. He's got the mask down, and he almost just like braces the rapier on his chest and just dives in at the thing. Almost like suicide run, just charges in,
Yeah.
takes it down, and rolls as he draws the sword, looks back, and he says, "Go help him." And then is going to keep moving. So that was 5, 10, 15, 25. All right. So he's going to keep moving. I can move to there with no anythings. And then I'm going to shoot the one next to Hera.
Sure.
That's a 13 plus 8, so 21.
21 will hit.
And that's a 10 points of piercing.
10 points of piercing.
I don't smile off your face, Reese.
Hits into the back as it yelps out. Still going for Hera, but doesn't quite kill it.
Cool. I'll shoot again with my hasted action.
Nice. Go for it.
That's a 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Go for damage.
Cool. And that's another 10.
Nice. Second bolt flies into well, and it kind of almost limps itself now. This one's still standing. It didn't take as much damage at the start.
And then, so I've moved 60 feet already. That's pretty much all I can do. Maybe if I can, yeah, all right. I'll probably, if it's okay, can I have moved to there instead of where I was and just like
Sure.
half hiding behind this thing from the giant that's terrifying?
Sure.
I'm just getting a little bit of cover there. Yeah, and like putting it between me and him kind of thing.
Sure.
Even though I'm sure he can probably walk around it. But
Yeah. Yeah, and you do see that it like has stopped in its tracks and is not going any closer to Hera, who is muttering something under her breath. Because I don't believe anyone else sees the imagery. It's just the giant.
No, I believe it's just in his head.
Yeah.
We see the purple spell effect around Hera's feet, and then the giant's eyes are growing purple as well.
Yes. Yeah.
No. Oh, cool. That's my turn.
Cool. Ghost. Things are happening.
They sure are, and I'm going to happen with them. Continuing the movement with Envy, I'll actually tap her on the shoulder and whistle as we get to this point here. And I'll like power roll off the side of Envy and keep running whilst leaving Envy here with Hera. And with the remaining 15 feet of my movement, ooh, it's not very much movement. If I'm in behind this armor, do I still have a visual on the giant?
Yeah, because its legs come down. Like this is showing its torso. Obviously a bit over the top of the map, but like basically he could fit in it. So it's probably only 3x3 squares, technically big.
Sure. Cool. And my favorite thing for this fight is about to happen, and the coils on the railgun start lighting up.
Ooh, here we go.
I take a knee and go, not today. I'm going to shoot this thing
Nice.
with all 4 charges.
Ooh.
At advantage, I believe, because he is armored.
Yes. Yes, he is armored.
Here we go.
Plate armor.
How do I do this? It's my spell attack modifier,
Correct.
which has to be on a different page. +7. How's a 19 to hit?
A 19 does not hit.
That's a shame.
Puck's like, just do 30. What are you on about?
Hey, that's only stealth. I don't have a +11
true.
to my attacks.
This lightning bolt boom, fires out from the gun and pew, bounces off him, almost like a Star Wars blast.
All right, wonderful. So the aftershock will also go off. So I'll try add another single charge into that with my extra attack. That's better. How's a 24?
That'll hit.
Cool. Not the amount of damage I wanted it to do, but that's okay. For 6 plus my proficiency spell attack. I really have this written down. Attack rolls. That's just attack rolls. So it's just 6 points of lightning damage.
6 points of lightning damage. See a little bit of the shock get through to him. He brushes it off.
No worries. And Envy's just making a bite on a Hellhound as part of the hey, stay with Hera
Sure.
combination for a 20 to hit.
20 will hit. Go for damage.
Wonderful. 3, 4, 5, 6 points of force damage.
Nice. Dog versus dog as they kind of like lock jaws, and she does have a little bit of force damage to it. Still standing though.
Okay. Yep, that's all I got.
He shakes off this electric blast and looks around him, and he picks up his maul that he has, kind of like made of stone and stuff, and he turns it upside down and grabs both of the handles and slams it into the ground. I need pretty much everyone by the statue and Puck to make a is it dex save? No, strength save. As the ground rumbles beneath your feet.
Sorry, was this coming from the giant or was this coming from the other guy?
The giant.
Yeah, cool.
That's an 8.
16.
Oh.
So that means Hera and Ghost you fail, Puck you save, so you don't go prone, the other two do. And we're going 6 damage. 6 damage for the prones, 3 damage for not.
Ooh. don't like damage.
And does that
Uh,
affect your
envy also.
concentration?
Yes, I will have to make a. What save is it?
It's a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
You need 6 or higher, I believe.
Yeah. But that's 19.
19. Fine. You keep the illusion up, and he will. Can't really move towards you. Honestly, you picked away at him enough from the edges, Puck. He's just going to hold his ground at the moment, but you can tell he's debating on which way to go.
He can roll again, save at the end of his turn.
Oh, end of his turn? Sure. He's absolutely
Yeah.
going to do that as he kind of focuses in on this armor for a 3 on the dice and just doesn't want to move anywhere towards it. Jaluk, you're up.
Awesome. I'm going to move my 30 feet in. Yep, so I'm going to move to there. And so does the dwarf's like unconscious? Does
Unconscious.
it look like? Or?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say to the mask, I'm here for the dwarf. And I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to use I want to use my telekinetic movement, which says that I can target a willing creature. And I don't know if I know that an unconscious creature is not willing, but I don't know if it's not willing. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I don't think it's. I feel like is it just essentially an object at that point?
I mean, no,
Unconscious people
Jaloo.
don't want tea.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen in court.
We're having the consent council.
What happens if it's unwilling? It has to make a save.
No. I can either target an object or basically so if it was the chair, I could pull the chair.
Yep.
But I can also move
Some people too.
I can move a willing creature.
Yeah.
30 feet, and so if I could theoretically grab one of the party and pull them out of danger.
Yep.
Because in theory they would be willing to do that, but I am going to try it. I'm going to use one of those things.
Sure.
You can decide if that does or not.
So my understanding is you're pulling the dwarf towards you.
What I'm wanting to do is basically just pull the dwarf towards.
Sure.
What
What I'm going to say is her tentacles are still attached to him. So what we can do is I can verse her strength to your arcana.
Yep.
To kind of like almost pull. Use your
totally.
unless you can
Absolutely.
think of a better skill to use, maybe straight intelligence or something.
Because it's not strength.
No.
It's not me physically. I think arcana is a good option on that. Yeah. So just roll.
Just roll straight roll contested. As his body starts to float and her tentacles are still attached.
Let's do 17.
17. As you almost go to pull the dwarf away, it's almost as if she doesn't put up much of a fight. As you expected her to hold on a bit tighter, but to anyone else watching, as it rips away from her tentacles, you see her go, ah, oh, and recoil in pain, almost implying that you have hurt her. And the dwarf flies towards you.
Awesome. I can move it 30 feet. Apparently, I can move it 30 feet vertically if I wanted to.
Just drop them.
Yeah. Anyway, I think basically in that case I'd be pulling something like that, like out of the way behind me or something.
Sure. Just move him here for now.
And yeah, no, perfect. And that's my turn. Yeah, just
Nice.
like, yeah, I want the dwarf. Awesome.
Yeah, as you pull away, and she's still now holding her arm, almost like a child does when they've stubbed their toe and the parents are watching, and she's looking way more hurt than she should be. For anyone else that might want to notice that. Hera, you're up.
Okay. There's a dog just here.
Yeah, right in your
but
face.
Yeah, but Envy's wolfing at it as well, and I trust Envy. And I think Ultimate is going to get more of an issue. I'll sort of using Envy, like sort of spearhead, pull myself back up, use half my movement to sort of just stand up, and then holding the concentration on the other hand, I'll pull the wand out and just cast off a ray of sickness at the ultimate
Oh, the giant?
fire giant. Yeah, at the fire giant.
Sure.
So what do we do? One of these. Go on. Let's do this. We're gonna use this dice. Oh, yeah, oh, fuck, that was so close to being bad. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Oh, I thought word his armor would be way tougher than that. Okay. That's going to be 21 poison damage.
21 poison damages. The sickness gets in between his armor, and he kind of he's frightened of this thing, and now this spell is affecting him. He's not having a good time.
That is all I've got. Oh no, I did move. I was going to say, and I didn't move in combat. I stood up. Is standing up using half my movement? Does that count as moving in combat?
Yeah, half movement.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's all I can do. I will hope and pray that Envy has my back. I'm sort of just squeezing a little bit to her.
And the zombie?
Is gonna see that I'm in trouble and move 15, 20. Move us 20 feet towards me.
Nice. It's yeah, not the fastest moving thing on the planet, but it still will come in and go to you now. Notice this yak man.
Yeah,
behind-
I was gonna say I'll shout out to God. Remember him? It's okay. He's friendly. You know, it's a nice man.
Yeah, and you do see the reanimated yak man coming up behind you, and for a moment you do kind of like, oh shit, and then, oh that's right, Hera and friend like that.
Still creepy.
Yeah. Molotov, you're up.
God, I hate this. It has to be the new player as well. Yeah, Jalug, as you saw Molokov, he almost, you would have, you'd been like, yes, he's helping me. He's going to help the dwarf, and he would have been running up, and as he approached, he would have almost just stopped in the doorway as he is, and been almost staring. And then as you yank the dwarf out, and she cries out in pain, his head almost locks around to you. But I imagine you sort of turn around with the dwarf and almost like focusing on him and, going to help him out before you just get absolutely bald at the you just feel a massive weight at your back, and I'm gonna need you to make a strength save. I'm so sorry. No, sorry, it's just an athletics check.
That is 14.
I got a 15.
Ah.
So I'm sorry, but you are knocked prone.
Cool.
And Molokov is minus a d6. So that's a 9, actually. So you're okay. You're not knocked prone.
Reese has got too many effects on you.
Yeah. Luckily I'm a little bit nerfed at the moment. But unfortunately I'm still gonna swing at you 3 times. Because I think he'll probably take a step north as well, almost in between you and her.
Yep.
Jalug,
you
and
notice at this point the act stops and she stands up straight, not in any pain from that telekinetic yank.
I'm like stalling. I just don't even want to roll. It's a natural 2. Thank fuck for that.
Oh.
All right, that's one of them.
-6, remember?
Okay. Yeah. Minus d6, so that's a 17 still.
That hits.
Shit.
Good thing you drank that potion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 12 points of thunder damage. It was max damage. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put that dice
So is
away.
that, yeah. Invulnerability, all damage, so it's only half.
Throw it over there, babe.
And one more swing. It's a natural 5 minus 4. It's not gonna hit. It's like a 9 total. But yeah, you see almost a blank look in Molokov's face as he sort of takes those strikes and then shield up in between you and this foe. And I'm gonna mute and disappear again. Shamefully.
Right, so yes, as the Dominate Person spell has taken effect over Molokov, the hooded figure behind stands up straight again and in the room kind of observes what's happening on the outside. And what is the range on this?
Is there another save to be made for you, Molokov, by the way?
There is
End of your turn?
not. No.
That's not how that spell works. Oh my gosh, we're fucked.
Um, okay. She's going to hold. And the dog is going to... We're going to bite at Envy this turn. That's a 16.
Oh, 16. That does hit.
Does it. That'll be 8 points of... I think it's piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it locks itself up with Envy and Hera. And we go to Puck's turn. Ghost to follow.
I think my first thing is oh man. I think I can disable the armor. So this armor,
Yep.
it's a scaled up version.
Yes.
Are there any chinks or anything in it?
It's kind of open at the front.
Perfect.
Go on.
Puck is going to launch himself up and into it using his grapple.
Yep.
Or if I can just jump up, whatever. Depends. I've got the boots of striding and springing, so I imagine I can just jump up
Yep.
with my stupid movement at the moment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop most of the way, or halfway down into one of the legs,
Yep.
or reach down, whatever it is, and activate my immovable rod deep enough that the fire giant can't reach its arm into them to touch the button.
Okay.
So there is now an immovable rod, meaning that that leg cannot get into the armor, meaning that the armor cannot be worn.
Yep.
1,000 pounds
So-
of force, maybe.
Sorry? No chance. It's a
No.
DC 30 check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you put it like halfway down so that you can't actually put your foot all the way through the armor.
kind of like down to
gotcha.
the calf kind of thing, where
Yep.
it's like the guy won't be able to get his hand in to even press the button to
Yep.
turn it off.
Yep.
Yeah, and so you can't get into the armor now.
Love it.
I'm gonna then. So that would be movement and one of my actions, I guess, as the activate the thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump back down and keep moving. Probably another. I'm actually going to go towards Hera, and I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to stab this hellhound.
Yeah, go for it.
And yep. Sorry, I was looking at my mic. Is that okay? Am I allowed to? That's a 16 plus 8, so 24 to hit.
That'll hit. Go for damage.
That is 12 points of piercing.
Nice. 2 for 2. Another hound goes down.
Fantastic. And then with my bonus action, do I shoot that mother at disadvantage? Or do I shoot the giant? I think I got to shoot the caster at disadvantage to try and break the spell.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's actually not too bad. The lowest of those is a 13, plus with the crossbows, plus 9. So 22 to hit.
22. Yeah. As the crossbow bolt flies in, no, she's not going to use that. Let's go for damage.
Hey, Max. That's 12 points of piercing.
12 points of piercing. The bolt comes in, and you see her almost clock it just before it hits her, and gets it in the shoulder as she yanks it out. It definitely embedded itself in there, but like from that distance, it lost a bit of speed going in, and she takes it out. It's a solid hit.
Is there a concentration save?
There will be. What was the damage, sorry?
It was 12.
12. So
not super high, but something.
and con. Passes the save.
Yep. Got to try.
Got to try.
That's my turn.
Okay, I'll also probably you do see as well Molokov check Jalug, and then swing at him, which is very odd, but obviously a lot is happening around the battlefield as well. Ghost, you're up now. There is no dog to worry about, but I think you can see past the giant as well, even though it's the more threatening problem that two of your party members are interlocked behind as well.
Yeah, I was wondering how much of that I saw. That's definitely going to pique Ghost's attention more than the giant. He knows that seems like Hera's doing her thing again, and this giant can't quite be a direct problem to us. Cool. So he's going to keep moving a little bit. Yeah, I'd say probably about to here. This is just all bad. Yep, sure. Raise the rifle again and look straight down the gap right behind Mologov to the golden mask, carefully watching out over the battlefield. Take a deep breath. If I could steady aim, I would. I just mimic Puck's movements for a moment. That exhale and the shoulders drop, and I'll attempt to fire.
All right, go for the,
150-foot range.
yeah,
So,
go for the roll.
we're all good. Is this target considered wearing metal / partially made of metal?
Yeah, the mask.
Okay. Now's the time to roll big. This could be really good or really bad. That's a huge roll. That's a 27 to hit.
27. Yeah, okay. She will use her reaction as the lightning bolt goes in, and she is going to, what's it called? Warp reality. As she waves her hand, and almost around her, things almost kind of, you've seen it before in the house in New Throne. Reality almost seems to bend a little bit, almost in a dreamlike state. And as it bends, you see beside her the foot and leg of a fire giant. And almost when you kind of squint, it's because that's where she is. And she teleports to that location and the attack misses.
That's so lame. Okay.
But
okay,
I'm also glad I
okay.
didn't use that reaction on Puck's shot.
Yeah, that would have been much more damage.
I like how all the rulers come out and it's like, oh, can we get to her?
I've still got the aftershock, so I will do that once again. For the second attack at a
Yep.
new position.
Yep.
That's still pretty good. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit. Go for damage.
Alright, just I was gonna roll 40-10, but okay. 6 points of lightning damage. We're consistent.
Nice. As this one hits her, she kind of spins round and you see like the electricity crackle around her mask. Little bit of damage. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Not good. Not good. Here I am, standing here. Big things in front of me. Yes, yes,
Con
yes.
check, concentration check.
Oh, yes, you're right.
I just assumed our DM was on it.
Good kind
No,
DM.
it's a natural 20.
Yeah, of course it is. Actually, you know what? Can I tell there's a spell being cast? Not yet. Okay, it's all good. I'm just gonna have Envy stick with Hera for now, so Envy will hold her action to move with Hera.
Understood. Alright, now I can't move directly towards Hera. I think I can move here. As the giant kind of like edges himself around the outside of the armor, half keeping an eye on Hera and whatever spell she's emitting, but then breaks his focus down to the person that is leading off lightning shots, and he'll bring his maul around and swing down. This is probably the big hit we've been waiting for from the giant. So
I believe
I think
because
you're
you
right,
can
Hera.
see me, it's disadvantaged.
it is
And
disadvantage.
also, Hera, is the rule of that spell he can't get closer to you?
He can't move any closer to me specifically.
Yeah,
so
which that would be
he
closer
can
to,
keep
so he
that
can't.
arc.
He was 45 feet away, and now
Yeah.
he's 25 away.
So, he
So
can't
I don't
even
believe he
get
can get there.
So
I was just gonna let it.
no, I was trying to work out if he
the
could edge around the outside, but I guess if he can only get to there, yeah, you're actually still safe. It's good. It's good. for you.
Oh,
Good.
great for me, in fact.
So, in that case, you know, in that case, he's going to ready an attack to protect the person that's now standing beside him. So yeah,
Cool.
he grabs up the hammer and he kind of like takes a defensive stance, signifying that if anyone does come within his reach, he will take a swing at them for sure.
He also gets a chance at the end of his turn to save again.
Yes, he does. Oh, 12?
12 will not save.
12 will not save. Coming in clutch here. Jalug, though, feeling a bit of a shock from this. Molokov checking with the shield and obviously not being himself. What would you like to do?
I leave the dwarf. Yeah. I think I would like to try and. Can you like knock someone down prone? Is that that's a thing, or is that like you need it? Is that the
You could shove.
shield master thing?
Good shove.
I would like to basically shove back after being shoved.
Yep.
It's just one of your attacks.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do that then, I guess. So
Go
it's like
contested
or-
athletics, yep.
Oh, okay. That's a 23.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cocked.
He's still minus
12. Yeah, minus the d6s is
Awesome.
very, very much working in my favor at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, in that just like.
So are you pushing me back or are you knocking me prone? Because you can choose.
It's knocking you prone. I think I'm just like trying to like knock, like just after you barrel into me and claw, I just like shoulder you back down instinctively. Just yeah, trying to just basically shoving back, knocking you down on the ground, I think. Or oh no, back. I'll shove you back like 5. I guess is it like 5 feet or something? I guess that's probably more,
I think it's 10.
more accurate.
I think it's 10 feet.
Yep.
If you're shoving me, throw me back 10 feet.
Yeah, I think I basically just shove you back towards the dais there. Yeah. And I'm then going to move my rest of my. I'm going to move towards my massive movement of 30 feet towards the creature, well, the guy. And I don't know, can I change to use the crossbow as I run, or?
Yeah, take a shot with your crossbow.
Yeah, I might as well. I feel like I should actually do something in this, so I'm going to take a crossbow shot. 16. Oh, this is at the mask lady.
Yes. So as you take a shot at the masked lady, 16 will not hit.
Yep, cool. And yeah, that's me. Just getting ready to hopefully get in there. So.
All right, Hera.
Alrighty. Okay, I think together, and he's sort of on the hold. I'll just move forward a little bit and move up to there. I guess Envy will come with me. And I'll see the lady that's just teleported in and sort of peek with one eye over to her. Do I want to do that? Yeah, still holding on, ready to cast like another ray at the fire giant. I'll sort of see her turn up and get a better angle and flick out a ray of sickness at the caster. Not Shikaster, but caster.
Yep.
That's oh fuck. We're not gonna. That's an 11.
An 11 doesn't hit, but you are clearly targeting her as she
Yes.
gets out of the way of it.
Balls. That's all I got.
All right, zombie.
Yeah, I'll. I guess he'll see that I'm not in danger there, so he'll start moving. 15, 20. I don't know if he's in range there, if I'll wait, but
He is 10 feet away, so he's going to have a big old hammer coming at him. Which will be a disadvantage, though.
I suppose, yep, still a disadvantage.
17.
With an AC of 8, that'll get him.
And that
That's
is
going to be one flat yak.
24 points of bludgeoning damage.
A max HP of 22, and I'm pretty sure he took damage last time. Yeah, like Ghost just said, there's just flat pancake yak on the ground in front of him.
Copy
Poor guy.
that. He made it all the way round. But yes, that you see the hammer come down and just slam him into the ground. But that will take us to the top of the round again for those hasted. Molokov. A lot of people targeting her.
Yeah, there are a lot of people targeting her, but I think it's still the. Although I suppose I do have haste movement.
You got haste, hold everything.
Yeah, how far away is she from me?
She is 65 feet.
I
I don't speak droid.
No.
Insert R2D2 sound here.
Yes. Is that going to be like a cow noise or something?
I was really worried it was just me lagging for a second as
Yeah.
well, and then Dazzle started commenting on it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was the yak sound that I put in when we were fighting the yak folk.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's working.
Yep, now you're back.
Yay!
Hey, cool.
What a line to start working on.
Alright, go for it.
Sweet. Yeah, I will move between Jalug and her again, and I think I'm just going to take 3 more swings.
Yep. This now everyone will definitely see.
That's only an 11 to hit.
No.
That's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
It's an 18 to hit.
That does hit. Doing your
9
-6.
points. Yeah, unfortunately.
That's all right. 1 out of 3 is pretty good.
That's 9 points of damage.
All right. Other than that, that's good.
Great. Sorry, man.
That's fun. It's good.
It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, again, just that blank look on his face. You're trying to hurt this person. He's not having it.
Okay. Wonderful. She will see everyone coming around at all angles and almost take a moment to look at Kira, seeing that she is kind of holding up some sort of spell, and just kind of tilt her head a little bit before she kind of hunches in her shoulders and then just relaxes them as everyone hears in their brain a high-pitched noise, and everyone within 60 feet will need to make a... Ooh, where's the stat block? Intelligence saving throw, please.
Do you want us to call them out?
Yes, please.
Modified 20.
Nice.
I would have loved this one before. It's an 18.
Nice.
Modern T.
Nice.
Nah.
24.
Oh, very good. And Hera?
Nice.
19.
Nice. So you all pass the save. So half damage, you take 9 points of psychic damage. As a screech kind of rings out through, and she almost like checks the battlefield to see how everyone reacted to that.
I would like to use my uncanny dodge to take half of that again
Cool.
as my reaction.
Is that any damage? Just out of curiosity.
Any damage that you can see, like any attack that you can see, and I can see her casting a spell.
Yeah. Cool. I was going to say, like, how does psychic damage come into that?
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, it's like any spell attack. If you see it
Yeah.
coming, kind of thing. I think is the idea.
Yep, that's cool.
What's the
I made
repercussions for failing?
Sorry?
Envy did not make that pass.
Oh, sure. Then she takes 18 points of psychic damage and is frightened of her.
It's a good thing. No, we can't be harmed, exhausted, or poisoned, but we can be frightened as a steel construct, apparently. So that's fun.
Gives a little robotic whimper. But the good news is that Puck is up.
Yes, I'm going to steady aim,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot the caster.
Copy that.
That's a 26 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
I'll do my sneak attack. Oh, that is 18 plus 24 points of damage.
Oh, big hit as it hits into her, and she'll make a concentration save. Nice. Wrenches it back. That was a big bit of damage to her, and she kind of like focuses in on you.
I'm going to give her the finger and shoot her again.
Nice.
Only I can wear masks. That is, unfortunately, it's a nat 20 on the regular one, not on the thing, but that's a nat 20 on the second shot, which is just a normal shot.
Oh, sure. Yep. I think she will use her reaction and warp out of there. And she is going to come up by the forge. So that is no damage for that one.
Okay, cool. I can't move anymore. That's my action, my bonus action, and my second action, so that's me.
God damn it. I saw that measurement. Directly 30 feet. Cool. Who we are now? Ghost.
Oh, yeah, we are. And I see her whip away again just as the gun's charging up and go, fucking gotcha now. Bang!
Nice.
Yeah, this is the last of these charges that I have remaining for the day, so here we go. That's an 18 on the dice for a 25 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. Here we go.
So we're going to deal, hopefully, a decent chunk of damage. That's a good start. That's a better finish. So it's plus 16 plus 12. 16 and 12 are 28 points of lightning damage.
Ooh. Big hit.
And for shits and giggles, we're going to let the second shot go off too. But
Go for the second shot.
exact same to hit 24. And an extra 8 points.
8 points. As you line up this shot and hit it off, and you see it hit her, and the electricity rings around her mask, and the second shot pumps off as well, and almost hits her directly, like, in the chest, and the lightning almost surges through the mask as you hear her give out a yelp, like, "Ugh!" And she rips the mask off to stop it singeing on her face. And as she does, Molokov, you come back into your own mind and pay attention to the top of the room as you guys see a hooded figure of a once inviting, hospitable barkeep as she looks up.
Fucking knew it.
And scars have now crossed her face from the lightning as from Vatharond, the city.
Holy shit.
I've just gone blank on her
And
name
then that's
now.
K.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Callie Keeling.
Kelly Keeling, who you now know as the daughter of
Josu.
Keeling,
So, yeah.
looks up and
Wait, what?
and the scars across her face almost morph as her arm comes out, and it goes from a hand to tentacles as she kind of half shape changes, kneeling on the ground. Jalug, you recognize this as some form of shifter. You've seen werewolves and werejackals and stuff in your fight, especially as a mercenary across after the war, that shifters have been on the side of society, and they always cause ruckus and rebel and stuff like that. But she looks like she's struggling to hold her form as she looks up, and she just glares at everyone. Now it's the giant's turn. Unless you want to do anything else, Ghost.
Not quite. Yeah. Seeing that happen and seeing the face behind the mask, goes simultaneously, gets angry and scared, and I will cast a first level sanctuary on myself.
Okay. What does that do? I can't hurt you or something?
Any creature who attempts to attack me must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, they need to choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay.
Until I decide to make an attack or cast another spell.
The Duke, seeing again this armor, and almost feeling this wave of psychic energy in the room as the mask has been ripped off, you see him kind of look over at Kelly and give a nod and turn around and run towards these two here. And he's going to do a sweeping attack against Jalug and Molokov. And that's still at disadvantage, I believe, because you're in sight, Kira.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be a 19 to hit.
It's
Let's make him try that again. I will silvery barbs him as my reaction.
Nice. So I just re-rolled the 19. Because it was a disadvantage
Blah, blah, blah,
one.
blah. Yeah.
And I take the lower of the two, or do I take the re-roll?
You take the lower.
Okay, so that's 19 then.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I will give an advantage dice to. Fuck, I guess it's one of you. Give it to Molokov.
Okay. He may react. but that is going to be 19 points of damage.
Cool.
Michael, what's your time looking like in the real world?
Got another half hour to 40 minutes.
Okay, easy. Cool. All right, in case Ian pops back in soon, we're going to go move to Jaluk now. And you see, I'd say safely see that Molokov kind of like looks a bit taken aback and has definitely come back into his own brain.
Yeah. Holding the sword, somehow balancing in one hand. The fist was coming back just to like deck this guy. And then, you know, the masked lady just disappears and then twists and turns, and I'm getting ready to run, still chasing her. And then all of a sudden, as I've turned my back, just feel this massive hit in my back from the giant, and stuff going on everywhere. Just turning around and instead just kind of trying to use that momentum of the sweeping attack, just going to move himself around and take a big swing at the giant. So I'm going to hit twice, I think.
Yeah, go for it.
Just a reminder for you, John, that we do flanking as well.
Oh, is that can I get?
I don't know if
far
it's
then?
possible, but just so you know that that is a thing that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go opposite that square, so you'd have to get round to here. Yep.
I guess. Yeah. In that case, I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. So flanking. That's good because 16 and a 22.
The 22 will hit.
Sorry. And these are advantage, aren't they?
They are
So
advantage,
yeah.
yeah.
So 22, and the other one, also a 22. Cool.
So 2 hits.
So 7. That's 10, and I get to reroll 1. So 13. So 23 points of piercing damage with the greatsword.
Nice. Now that like Molokov's back in his own mind and sees that you round the giant on the other side, I imagine that he kind of like, yeah, quickly. Oh, you're back in. Jaluk just moved around to flank, but you're back in your own mind now. So I imagine that you kind of, yeah, aid in moving around and kind of distracting him and let him get those shots off. But if that's all you've got, Jaluk, we move to Hera.
Okay. I had an idea. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I will
Exchange.
also just make the frightened save for the giant at the end of his turn.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
13.
It's still frightened.
Oy!
Okay. Where is he? Oh. This is start. Yeah, 30 feet. I can't get to him. Go here and take her out. Yep, so classic. No, I think we'll just use first level. I'm just gonna same style as just sort of have tractor with the rifle. I'll sort of like tracker with the wand and loose another ray of sickness at her.
Okay.
For fuck's sakes, for a natural 2. Little miss.
Unfortunately, not.
I start swearing in the native tongue.
Sure. Anything else from you?
Jesus wept. I should probably do some maneuvering. Fuck, I don't think that she's up by the forge. I guess I'll move like 10, 20. Actually, no, I will specifically not move so that I can get my feline agility back
Okay. Good call.
to move further next time. So I'll sort of just catch a breath for a second, and having missed 2 shots off one now, just calm yourself and just sort of reassess the battlefield and look around and just try and bring myself back down and calm myself down a little bit. Yeah, that's all I got.
Nice. Molokov. Back in your own mind. But also very aware of what you've done as well.
Yeah. First of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, definitely feeling a little sheepish. But almost seeing this opportunity to work in tandem with this person he was just trying to beat the crap out of. He definitely is looking a bit guilty, but he'll give you a nod, Jalug, and he will take 3 strikes at this fella.
Yeah, go for it. Still minusing your d6, please.
Yep.
You do have.
I want all those under
one used
10
to-
rolls again, please, that you were going on Jaloo. I don't want to hear anything over
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
You do have one use
Um,
of advantage from Soviet bribes from me.
Can I choose to do that? Do I have to like
And flanking.
decide to
Any
roll
any
it at
point in the next
advantage?
minute. Ah, sorry.
Yeah, go. As in,
next
like, I
minute or
can't
this
go,
turn?
oh, that was a low roll. Let me roll the...
You're at advantage anyway from flanking.
That's a great point. I'll see if that's any higher.
Oh, sorry. It is just the
Not.
next thing you do.
Yeah, I don't think it's likely that I'm going to hit this guy anyway. So that was it. Yeah, so that's only a 16 to hit.
No, kind of bounces off one of his armor plates.
Yeah, we'll try again. Natural 1 on one of them, and 11. That's still lower now. One more. More a 16, which is 11, which is still only gets me to an 18, which I don't believe hits.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately.
This guy's huge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all then.
Alrighty. Cool. Brings us to Kelly Keeling's turn. Mask off and revealed. She's trying something here to build some sort of armor of sorts, but she's now aware that you're aware of who she is, and she will turn and face Hera and mutter something under her breath. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Hera.
Wisdom saving throw. I don't know. There's no real point checking it. Wisdom save +5. That's another natural 2 for a 7.
I will send you a message as you hear whispers in your mind.
Awesome. Cool. Amazing.
As you see her almost mouthing things, Hera, you hear the words inside your head. Everyone else just sees her lips moving. But that means we go to Puck's turn.
Parky is going to charge in and attack with the rapier.
Nice.
It's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Go for damage.
Okay. 9.
9 points of damage. Nice.
And then I'm going to do it again with my hasted action.
Yep.
That's 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
And that's
Natural 20 or dirty 20?
sorry, yeah, modified.
Modified 20.
Yep. And that is
She'll take
8
it.
points.
Yep, 8 points.
And then I'm gonna, with my bonus action, I'll shoot my crossbow.
Yep.
Crossbow expert. That's like 26 to hit
Yep.
for 11 points of piercing.
Yeah, so she's going to take each of these hits. You can see her considering each of them as they're coming in, and she's trying her best to move out of the way. But obviously, you're fast enough to get in the damage. But she doesn't seem to be reacting the way that she has with some of those big shots that were taken at her.
Cool. All right. Then yeah, I'm in melee with her, and that's my turn.
Love it. Nice. Those are some big hits. They're definitely cutting deep. She's not wearing armor or anything like that, but she does move in this unnatural sort of way. Ghost, you're up.
Cool. Drops the steaming railgun at his side as he's walking forward, just calls out, "Betrayer! You don't deserve your place amongst the living." And I'll use my action to activate my Shroud
Ooh.
of Life and Death. So the eyes flash, the top of the head lights up, and this red aura just exhumes off of Ghost's body. His small frame now brought to slightly larger than medium size in image, not physically, as his toes almost kind of seem like they're floating along the ground, although he still walks. And I will use my bonus action to grab one of my stim packs and shove it into the side of my neck just to give myself a potion of healing. And then I will deal... How does this work again? Inventory, actions, features, traits. 30 feet of me takes necrotic damage each to half of my... So 3 points of necrotic damage directly to the sorceress, Kelly.
Yeah. 3? Nice.
And that is my whole turn.
All right.
Envy is following instructions.
Yes. The giant will take another sweeping attack round here at disadvantage at Delug and Molokov. And that is not going to hit. I believe at disadvantage we've rolled a natural 1 for a total of 12. Swings it round, and as he does, he catches Hera out the side of his eye and kind of stalls on the sweep, giving you guys enough time to do the video game jump over the round attack that always comes around. But that is his turn, and Jalug, you're up and in a good position.
I'm
He
gonna.
can roll to save.
Oh,
so
yes. No, 11.
fails.
It's coming clutch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another swing again.
Yep.
Advantage. I'm pretty sure that's gonna miss. That's a 12, and my other attack, a natural 20.
Here we go.
So finally get a hit.
Yep.
All right. So
Max.
max, then I roll.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, and good dice, and that's 10. Sweet. So that'll be 25 points of piercing damage on that.
Nice. You find a couple of holes in the armor and start cutting through, definitely doing some major damage to him.
That's me.
Nice. Hera.
Yeah, I Like I said, it was coming in clutch. Uh, Hera sort of still with her one hand sort of has always been sort of focusing that energy towards the armor, trying to use that fear and her and you know, that was the whole point, was to avoid him coming this way. And then Keeley speaks or mutters, moves lips, and you just see a purplish color change in Hera's eyes, and as the sort of magic fades back into her hand and into her body, she's going to drop Khorvaire and mutter into herself as her eyes sort of turn the sort of greenish necrotic color, and she starts just slowly walking towards Ghost. I'm going to. I need anything else? No. So I sort of drop that and start just walking towards Ghost, and you see she's just sort of muttering and doing these symbols with her hands, and pulls out her dagger and says, "This will only take but a second." And she stabs into her own hand, and strangely enough, she stabs into her hand, and you don't see the blade come through the other side. It's almost like it disappears, and she cuts out towards her palm, and along her palm, this sort of mouth opens with these sharp fangs, and I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch on myself. And I'm going to slap a hand onto Ghost's neck and make an attack.
That's fucking badass. Although, because Envy was instructed to follow you the whole time, I imagine she suddenly notices, oh, something's not right, and shoves you right before you do the slap. You can do it at disadvantage.
Fair enough. Disadvantage, that is going to be 15 to hit.
A what to hit?
15.
You miss by 1.
As this vampiric mouth on my hand just reaches out and tries to grab a hold of the neck. And Hera's just whispering and hunting, concentrating on this new spell.
Understood. So, with
that's
Cause
what
Fear
we're
dropped on the giant and Hera doing some sort of dark magic around Ghost, we go to the top of the round with Molokov. You recognize the shade that's over Hera's eyes.
Yes. That's highly unfortunate. I think firstly I'm going to take my extra action, my
Yep.
haste action, to try and punch the fella.
Yep, go for it.
Natural 1. Oh, disadvantage though. Still. Natural 7. Not going to do it.
Sure.
And sort of still feeling that grogginess from earlier, and you know he's taken so many swings at this thing and it's just not working. He just almost in frustration out of the way kinda, and pulls one of the chains as kind of jumps out of the way, and 3 rockets launch out of the back. I'm going to launch them at Kelly.
Yep. So there's a magic missile.
Magic missiles, 3 that just hit.
3 that just hit. Go for damage.
And I don't know whether that's 3 separate con checks.
It will be, yes.
I don't know.
Did she take con checks from my 3 hits as well?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
3, 6, 8 plus 3, 11 points of, I think, magic missiles is force. Yeah.
Nice. As she does, she's kind of focusing on dodging out of the way of Puck's attacks, and then these rockets just head into her. And as she does, she almost loses focus. And Hera, with your vampiric hand reaching out, you then realize what you were doing, and the spell is dropped.
Thank for that.
But nothing to do with bonus action, so I will leave it there.
All right. She kind of wipes the sweat off her face, and Puck, now that you're right up close, you notice that she's almost fighting with this thing that is, she's half human, half this beast of nightmares, it seems. But she's going to regain enough consciousness at the moment to just make a straight attack at you. And how many attacks does she get? 2? Yes. So 2 tentacle swipes coming at you. So we've got a 24 and a 19.
Jesus, 24 and 19. Unfortunately, they both hit, even with my hasted AC.
Copy that. So that is 16 for the first hit.
I'll halve that.
And
Oh, actually, I'm going to flashbang that.
okay.
So she needs to make a con save.
Yep. 16.
Passes.
And it was
I
13.
really want this to work for you at some point.
13 damage on
Problem
the
is, I've
second
got a
hit.
really good. I've got a really good other reaction. Anyway, so what was that last one, Reese?
13 on the second hit. As she kind of reaches out and tries to like push you off whilst also trying to like take a swing at you. And she looks back at this furnace with the glowing rune on it. It's caught her attention. She doesn't have enough actions to do anything with it. But that brings us to your turn, Puck.
Yep, I'm gonna move next to her,
Yep.
and I'm gonna hit her with the rapier.
Yep, go for it.
Actually, I won't move next to her. I'll just stay where I am. That's fine. So I'll just hit her with the rapier again. That's like 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit. Go for damage.
Fucking finally. All right, that's a 13 point. Oh, sorry, 12. No, 13 points of damage. Of
13.
piercing.
Yep.
I'll swing again with the rapier.
Yep, go for it.
That's a 23 to hit.
Go for damage.
That's
I'll do concentration at the same
12
time as
points.
well. Yep, 12 points. Actually, no, she's not concentrating on anything. I don't need to do that. 12 points,
So it's
cool.
13, then 12, and then I'll shoot. If she's still there, I'll shoot her. That's a 20 to hit, modified.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And 11. Yeah, 11 points of piercing.
Nice. She's looking really hurt now as you cut some tentacles off and deep wounds in her, and she's almost faltering down to the ground, and she looks kind of panicked, but kind of also just like looking around at her surroundings as well.
Mm-hmm. Where do I know where she was looking on the
Yeah, to the rune that keeps glowing.
Okay, and does she have to move to get to it?
No, she's standing right next to it.
Right, in that case, I will move to be in the way.
Okay, sure. Copy that.
That's me.
All right. Ghost.
Yeah. Hera seems to have snapped back to a relatively normal self. What's the best thing to do here? I will walk a little further. I want to be in the middle of everybody. How far away are you, Jaluk? Okay. Yeah, that'll do. I will just simply use a mind sliver. I'll use a cantrip. My eyes will flash. Soft, like pulse of red energy will fly towards her. Intelligence saving throw.
That is an 18.
That is a massive pass. So that will do nothing. Although she will take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Oh, and unfortunately, that's going to be it. For the time being. Yep, and I'll just stay as I am.
Nice.
Can't really do
Okay.
much.
The giant is going to look around and see that there is nothing stopping him anymore from entering this armor. Little does he know, his little leg hindrance. So what he's going to do is he's going to move directly into it. So you can go for opportunity attacks to melee fighters.
Still at advantage, or is it not because he's kind of moved out of flank?
No, it'll be an advantage because that would have been him in the spot.
Okay, cool.
Mine's a 17 minus 1 plus 7.
Nice.
So we are at a 24, 23.
Go for damage.
I actually hit this guy. Uh, 11 points of damage.
11
Thunder.
points of damage. Nice.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go for damage.
Okay, then that's 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, best friends.
As you kind of like line up your attacks, and he kind of like tries to swipe you off as he moves to the armor and goes, something like, "Oh, let's give this a try," and puts one leg in and an arm in, and then as he goes to put the other one in, he can't, and he's kind of in that awkward stance as he kind of like tries to shove his leg down, and it's not moving because of the immovable rod halfway down it, and he does not understand it. So he's kind of basically splayed out like this in the set of armor from the chains, and he's kind of getting himself stuck. You see Kelly looking over and just look with madness that this is not working, and then swing her head round, and she looks at this rune behind you, Puck. But he doesn't take any attacks or anything. Jaloo, you're up. Here to follow.
Going in. Taking. Yeah, it's not an advantage on these, so I'm just going to go normal attacks again. A 19 and a 24.
19 and a 24, so the 24 will hit.
Yep, cool. Reroll 2. 10 points of damage, and I guess having run in, I will then also, well, actually, I don't think I could really move around because he's sort of coming in from one angle, and like if I go around the other side, like the armor would literally be stopping me, so I imagine I would just be there.
Yep, sure. All right, Hera, you're up. This thing is right behind you.
Yeah, a little torn because I'm also exactly 30 away from her.
Choice is yours.
Yeah. How? She's looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, she's looking like really beat up. But she's
And
looking
what about
she's
him?
looking desperate as well. Which is
Yeah.
probably a
What-
bit more terrifying. He's very
Yeah,
kind of scarred and stuff.
but he's big and tough anyways. But he can't get into armor, and I can see that he's struggling
Yeah.
with it. I probably don't know what's going on with the armor specifically, but he's obviously struggling in a hassle, and I think she's seeing what I just did to Ghost, and that knowing that I was holding it back from the armor, and now I've slipped that up. I think she's going to be the threat in my head, so I'm going to move 30 feet in a straight line. I'm going to run past Ghost, And I'll sort of go, oh, sorry, and I'll sprint up towards her, and I will just make an attack from the other side at advantage because flanking.
As you do move away from the giant, he is going to attack an attack of opportunity after scaring him so much.
Because I suppose he's got reach. Yeah.
He does have reach. It's going to be a 14 to hit, though.
Oh, fuck me! I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's my AC.
We're gonna try to do that at disadvantage through envy. Oh no, I can't do that because envy's not within 5 feet of the creature. So instead, I'll cast on rebobs.
Okay, sure. That is a higher roll.
Damn. But you can have the advantage, Hera.
Cool. I might die, but we'll see.
Okay.
That is 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
So I turn and go to run as this hammer slams down on top of Hera, and in the second that it slams down on top of her, this little spark from, I guess, the pouch on her
Oh,
self goes. And how many d6 is that?
Stand by.
6, I believe.
As the flower, the self-raising flower.
Okay. It is 66 fire, and each creature within 15 feet must make a dex save. That includes me.
Okay.
So that would be, oh, Jalug, you're fine.
Jalug is just out of it.
So everyone else, does that makes a dex save?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a natural 1 for the giant.
It's fire damage. It probably doesn't matter. I fail.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I did think about that with the fire giant. That's why I ran towards her, because I thought if I fall around her, at least the fire damage will
Yep.
be worthy. And I heal that much,
Yes.
so that's 23 fire damage.
23.
23.
You've finally gotten me back for all of those silvery barbs. And I forgot. I should have been rolling those triggers, but just say nothing happened instead. As I take 23 points of damage.
He's still up?
Yep,
Okay.
not looking good.
How about Envy?
Thanks to that greater healing. But Envy's gone.
Envy's gone.
Envy is glowing red hot with no light in her eyes.
All right. I'm going to say you can continue the rest of your turn. Hera, there's no reason not to.
Even though I went down.
Yeah, go on. We'll make it exciting.
Okay, I can self-raising myself back up. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay. And I guess I will run 30 feet, sprint now away from the fucking hammer of the fire gods, and make an attack against Keeley. I would have gone down, so I would have dropped concentration on the vampiric touch.
Yes.
So I will just run up, and my claws will sort of extend a green necrotic energy, and I'll cast inflict wounds against it. I think I'll just do a first level. at advantage, so that's going to be a 25.
Yeah, okay. So here's what's going to happen. As you go to run from the giant, swings down with the hammer, and as he does, it's almost like he has swung down on a landmine, and it just goes boom. He is immune to fire damage, and so does not take any himself, but still gets like shocked into this armor, and rattles around, and you see that it like absorbs some of the damage as well. Envy lights on fire, and Ghost, you take this fire damage from the back as well. But Hera, you get back up and just sprint over to Kelly as she's kind of like faltering down. Puck's got her at knife point or rapier point as well. And as you reach out with the vampiric touch, she looks over at you, and you see in her eyes frustration and pain and the sense of failure as she says to you, "We will get to the Emperor one way or another. You can't stop us in every direction." And then you see behind her a warp start, like a similar warp that was happening over to the side. And as you reach out with your vampiric touch, she's going to warp reality, but you recognize what is behind her. Also, she will glance over at this rune once more, obviously decide that that's going to have to wait. Come back to you. The reality starts warping, and you see lights and buildings and cobbled streets as you recognize the streets of Shan, the capital city, behind her, and she will
Yeah.
reality warp out, and we will end there today and continue on
Fuck.
next time.
Fuck.
Can
Yeah.
I also, Reese, just
Yeah,
add to
yeah,
that
yeah.
while the warp is happening, because I'm right next to it. Do I
Yeah.
see anything from my side as well?
Yeah, I'll see that you see these streets. You've been there before as well.
I have. So what I'm hoping is that maybe I could make a check to see if I know where in Shan potentially.
Sure. I don't have that detail now, but you could definitely identify where she's headed. And
Okay.
I'll give it to you, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, cool.
Like definitely along the lines of like it's going to be within the university kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know that there's something that they're after there.
Yeah.
And Hera, you're
Even
going
if it's just like I can recognize it when I get there or something.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a check or something, like something might help. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
No check needed. You
Yeah,
definitely
let's go.
recognize it. Again, I'll go into more detail on that. But she kind of,
Yeah, but we're definitely taking as much information as we could.
yeah, mechanically, this is a kind of legendary save that's happening, kind of thing. But she is definitely on her way to Shan. There is still a battle happening in here, but you have definitely faltered this armor from activating, and you have an angry fire giant within the forge.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool. I'm so spent. It's really giant.